Bed Bath & Beyond, Hasbro, AMC, Revest Finance, Axie Infinity, Robinhood, Will Smith, Inu Token, CHWY, GameStop, Samsung. Hey folks, James from TradingView here. It's good to have you back watching this Snaps Roundup, our weekly look back where we cover the comings and goings, toings and froings of both the stocks and the crypto markets. If you like the show, then of course you're always welcome to leave a like or a subscribe, or if you'd like daily market updates, then TradingView users can also follow the link in the description below where you can sign up to our daily email. But anyway, let's begin. Bed Bath & Beyond slept on suggestions from Ryan Cohen and then decided to accept his proposal. The meme stock fan fave has made a deal with activist investor Cohen to add 3 independent directors to its board, hoping they can help streamline its strategies and boost its struggling share price. Cohen reveals a near 10% stake in the brand a few weeks back, but he also came down pretty hard on CEO Mark Tritton and pushed him to make sweeping changes to the business and sell off some segments. The 3 new board members were chosen by Cohen's firm, RC Ventures. Prices spiked as much as 10% on Friday, March 25th, before stripping back some of those gains, so investors are clearly keen to welcome the new board members. Indeed, prices are up nearly 40% since Cohen got involved with the brand. Now a bit more boardroom drama for you. Toy maker Hasbro is not so keen on the whole sharing is caring thing, rejecting an activist investor settlement offer. The stock hit a near 18-month low the week before last after rejecting a settlement offer from the activist investor Alta Fox to add one of its director nominees to the board, taking the company's losses for 2022 to nearly 17%. Alta wants to free the wizards and is trying to use the board to do so. The company argued that Hasbro should spin off its super successful Dungeons & Dragons unit to bring in more cash and boost its lagging stock price. But new CEO Chris Cox won't be worked like Play-Doh, oh no, and disagrees. He thinks they can earn more by boosting the segment with things like collectibles, and argued that Alta nominees were not of a high enough standard. AMC's chief executive has got a spending spree planned as he worked to make the most of the retail trading interest in the market. The movie theatre chain rocketed up 44% on Monday, March 28th to its highest close of 2022, having seen 10 straight sessions of green that have more than doubled its valuation to $15 billion in the last few weeks. CEO Aron wants to look for more transformational deals to spend AMC's $1.8 billion war chest on after the successful reception of its unusual acquisition of the struggling gold and silver mining firm Hycroft Mining, which is what sent the stock rallying in the first place. Aron wants to use the power of meme stocks to turn around these companies using his experience of engaging retail traders to solve their liquidity problems. Said retail traders seem happy enough with the plan, but short sellers may have a problem covering their positions if the rally continues. DeFi application Revest Finance apologized to users as it left a backdoor open for hackers in a recent attack. Hackers stole 750 million block DAO tokens from the Ethereum-based vault before converting them to ETH through crypto anonymizer Tornado Cash and selling them illicitly for $1.7 million. To add insult to injury, the hacker also stole 500 ETH from the liquidity pool. Revest Finance identified the breach as a sophisticated attack on a vulnerable section of its platform, but has yet to provide the victims of it with any compensation. Now, compared to the mega hacks we've seen this year, $1.7 million is hardly breaking records, but it's still a lot of money to go missing. Block investors watched the token's price quickly tank 87% on Monday, March 28th, while Block and Rena were taken from the network. Polygon and Avalanche were able to make a narrow escape thanks to the quick actions from the Revest team. OMG, there has been another HACK. Yes, watch out Thanos, because there seems to be a new supervillain in town who's just achieved the biggest hack in DeFi history with a simple snap, or is it tap, of their fingers. Around $625 million worth of Ether and USDC was stolen from Ronin, which is the network underlying the popular crypto pay-to-play game Axie Infinity. An attacker hacked private keys to forge fake withdrawals, and it immediately became one of the biggest DeFi hacks, no, the biggest DeFi hack ever, outpacing 2021's 600 million Poly network hack. The attackers targeted the Ronin bridge that connects Axie to other blockchains like Ethereum. And indeed, many of DeFi's latest exploits have happened on bridges often the computer nodes on bridges aren't audited, making it easy for an attack to slip in under the radar. This one took 6 days to notice. The RON token associated with the Ronin network sank 23% within 15 minutes of the news breaking on Tuesday, March 29th. Though Axie's token dropped momentarily, it closed down just over 2% after Sky and Mavis, the peeps who back the game, assured investors that AXS tokens had not been compromised. Robinhood looked forward to sunny forest evenings and decided to give its band of merry men and women longer time to trade in the day. Yes, Robinhood shares shot up over 24% on Tuesday, March 29th to its biggest one-day jump since the week of its IPO in August last year, taking prices to their highest level since mid-January. The brokerage has extended its trading day by 4 hours as the company moves closer to its dream of an open all-hours trading day, saying the future of investing is 24/7. Round-the-clock trading will appeal to crypto traders who are used to making middle-of-the-night decisions with their portfolios. The app has been struggling though to add more customers, watching active users fall to 17.3 million in Q4 from 18.9 in Q3 and taking a toll on revenue in the process. So the idea is that they'll bring in extra moolah by allowing existing customers more time to trade in their evenings after work. Now, Will Smith really took the whole bad boys thing seriously, leaving fresh prints all over Chris Rock. So naturally, the crypto market was soon abuzz with, you've guessed it, meme coins. So here's the story. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Will Smith stunned the world by slapping Chris Rock across the face live on TV at the Oscars on Sunday, March 27th for making a joke about his wife. Now, everyone loves a scandal, but apparently they love a scandal-driven meme coin even more. And thus the Will Smith Inu token was born. The token soared an eye-watching 1,395% on Monday, March 28th, before spending the rest of the week on a sharp downturn. Pop culture meme coins will often become the market's new plaything. Squid Game token, we are looking directly at you here, but will also often end up in rug pulls, so watch out here, folks. However, the event will also live forever in the memory of those who piled into one of the 2,000 NFT slaps that the Will Smith DAO has released on OpenSea, which are right now going from anywhere between $7 and $84 and have brought in nearly 50 grand to whoever made them. God, people will buy literally anything. Now, activist investor Ryan Cohen has been busily telling meme stocks how to best turn around their businesses, but it seems he's forgotten that you can't leave a pet alone at home for too long. Yes, shares of CHWY saw over 16% chomped off their prices on Wednesday, March 30th, after the pet food retailer missed on both ends with losses per share of 15 cents, nearly double the 8 cents expected on revenue that were up just 17% at $2.39 billion. It says it's struggling to turn demand into profits, pointing to super positive trends in site traffic and order volumes, but noting that operating conditions have deteriorated thanks to a surge in COVID and weakening supply chains. Has founder Cohen been away for too long? This is CHWY's third consecutive quarterly loss, and shares are down over 40% in the last year alone, while he's been busy taking his expertise to GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, and well, beyond. Now, speaking of GameStop, the company wants shareholders to authorize the issuance of a bunch more shares, and the price seems to imply that they're keen to do so. The gaming retailer wants to split its stock soon. GameStop plans to ask shareholders to approve the increase of its common stock from 300 million to 1 billion, partly to conduct a stock split, its first since 2007, all in the form of a dividend in the future. The company's shares catapulted 17% in extended trading on Thursday, March 31st, building on March's 35% gains, its best month since last August. GameStop says it will provide flexibility for future corporate needs, so investors are hoping it will use some of the extra cash to work on its e-commerce transition. Now, technically speaking, a perfect stock split shouldn't actually do anything to the underlying value of an investor's holdings. If you had one share worth $100 and now you have two shares worth $50 each, you still have $100 of value. But that resultingly lower share price can appear more attractive and more accessible to traders, bumping up demand and therefore value as a result. Bit of psychology for you there. Samsung and Nifty Gateway get together to merge two of people's most favorite things in the whole wide world, TV and NFTs. Not gonna lie, if they call this an NFTV, I will be thoroughly impressed. Samsung wants to create the first ever smart TV NFT platform. The tech giant has partnered with non-fungible marketplace Nifty Gateway, which is already integrated into some of Samsung's 2022 TV product lines. The pair want to bring NFTs to 1 billion people through the new product, offering access to over 6,000 pieces of digital artwork. Nifty has much stricter rules about who can sell NFTs on its platform than the popular NFT platform OpenSea, which may potentially lessen some security concerns too. NFT sales have been bringing in mad cash ATM as the new digital asset soars in popularity. Nifty Gateway is where the world's most expensive NFT was bought. The merge sold on there for a whopping $91.8 million back in December. Okay folks, that is all we have time for right now. We really hope you enjoyed the show, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe using the button below so you can stay up to date with these videos in the future. Until then though, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, always remember, look first, then leap.